Hej, z tej strony Hakurej Kunai, a dzisiaj po raz kolejny witam Was już w trzecim odcinku Hogwarts Legacy. Miłego oglądania. Wygląda na... A nie, czekaj, nie, wcale nie wygląda. To jest... ta skrzynia. Z igłami, kolcami. Kto chce tam wejść?
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Czemu? Tam trzęsie portkami tyle. Ej, przypadki! Znowu to samo.
I swear it wasn't what you think, my cherub. Your eyes deceived you.
Just say, she's the final of the Wizarding School's Potions Championship the way she carries herself. And she's a first year. No need to look at me like that. And I know what you're about to say, so you can hold your tongue. I do not talk about her all the time. You haven't seen her about, have you? I don't know why Charlotte's always referring to standard ingredients. Things standard. Just walking around with mistletoe bags. Can't somebody let me copy their potions homework? I'm at least moderately good at charms, and I promise I'll let you copy mine.
Tak zmieniają temat co chwilę.
Those bouncing bulbs get big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too.
Gdzie tam dół był jakiś? Co to?
What do you want?
Okej. Co się tam dzieje? Ten Hogwart, ta wersja Hogwartu jest naprawdę inna. Nawet mi się to podoba. Takie oryginalne.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
A, to są ci koledzy, tak?
I haven't met any of my cousins until I came to Hogwarts and found out we were sorted into the same house. I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays. I find the moving staircases unnerving when no one's around.
This is my sister's first year at Hogwarts. Every time she pretended not to see me in the hall, I cast at her with the trip jinx.
Co za
All of
hamowa.
my siblings-
Tak
Here,
filmowo jest.
behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Akcja. Ej, byłaś przy tym.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Nienawidzę tego. Udało się. Akcja.
Accio!
Akcja, nie akio. Ciekawe bądź.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Co ona?
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Tylko ona się uczyła tego zaklęcia. Jak próbował ich przepytać, to nikt nie wiedział.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
To chyba nie jest fajne.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Aż się boję. Śmieszny dziadunia.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to... That's it! Don't lose your composure. Splendid!
No, całkiem.
Very good!
A, do 50 nie doszło.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
O, nice.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okej, ty zaczynasz?
Let us see this.
Jak spadnie, spadnie, spadnie. Kurwa. Shit.
That's it!
Nie spadnie, spadnie, spadnie. Nie zawsze cię. Zajedź się. Nie!
Stay focused up.
To się nie liczy, bo ona jest botem.
There we go.
Kiedy?
Nicely done.
Tak byłby remis, gdyby mi się udał. Wo.
us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Przeszkody, tak? Na pewno.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Ha! Co? Co za nie fair.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Shit!
Not to worry.
Łatwo ci mówić, to nie ty grasz. Nie no, bo ja chciałam ją popchnąć, zepchnąć ją chciałam. Ha!
Excellent control there.
Watch this.
Nie
That
podoba
is
się.
how it's done. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Ah, you almost had it.
Nie podoba się mnie to.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Nie lubię przegrywać, strasznie nie lubię.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Nie kończę, że...
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So
Wow.
yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Nie dam to.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
No, próbuję dalej mi tam
You know
podpowiadać
don't
złe
work
rzeczy.
on humans.
A word, if you would.
Oki, doki.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Tam co tam macie? No tak, jeszcze nie mamy Alohomory.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
It's about time Hogwarts put someone like Black in charge. Perhaps now we can stop all these disgusting mudbloods from ruining the school.
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. Lucky for us, we have Professor Weasley.
How do you think Black will be headmaster? I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny and come back when he's gone.
My parents were thrilled to hear that Black was being put in charge. Our families have been friends for centuries.
Good thing Professor Weasley takes the role seriously.
And then the werewolf killing the goblin on the outside.
Werewolf, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1762.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Lee. Oh, been nice.
O, tu kicia, kicia, kicia. Patrz, w ogóle nie działa. Co to jest? Bezużyteczna magia. O, kotek chce wyjść? Ty, co to jest? O chuj. Jakaś zagadka. Oprócz. Ale mi się wydaje, że będzie to... Jednorożec.
A few minutes later.
Co? Nie rozumiem. Też... Może nie w ten sposób.
2000 years later.
To może w takim razie. Co ja? Czekaj, to było coś. Jest.
If only Black had the power to choose the other professors too, then we could get rid of muggles and dark.
By to mówić koleś z Hufflepuffu. A, pomyliłam drogi. O, kotek, chodź tu. Się zgubił kotek. Ty, a nie, to tylko globus.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Deke?
Ah, there you are.
Deke.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Dobra, wezmę swojego diabełka.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus
Ale Rookwood to nie
Harlow,
był ten
if you can. Once you've finished Professor Rowan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Dajemy się napić, tak? Pewnie. Aha, muszę się nauczyć reparu, okej. Zablokowane, okej.
No to...
To co? O nie, to jest po prostu...
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Potato!
Nie pro tego.
Revelio.
O.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Właśnie ją widziałam przed chwilą. Nie. Kurwa. Nie mogę wstawać. No. Nie wiem, czy oni to rozwalili po to, żebym ja naprawiła, czy może ktoś zepsuł i teraz szukają kogoś, kto będzie to naprawiał za nich.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Tak, odkryto? No to przykro mi, ale nie wiem, gdzie to jest. Tu? O,
How nice to see you, my young friend.
nie przyznaję się do ciebie. Mniejsza.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Prawie mi się udało.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Dlatego jak na złość naprawimy. Biedny nieszczęśliwiec.
Repair.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Przyjrzyjmy się temu posążkowi. Wygląda smutnie. Nic innego, że ktoś to chciał zniszczyć. Kurwa, nie spodziewałam się tego. Jesteś ze mnie dumny, psorze? Dobra. Prawda, można to zniszczyć, a potem naprawić. To nieskończoną ilość razy. No dobra, starczy już tych wygupów. Co jeszcze tego więcej jest? Czy nie mogę z tobą gadać? Dobra, szczerze to powiedzcie mi, co jeszcze jest.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Ty kolejne takie drzwi. Ty jest tutaj ten grubas.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
A, znowu pomyliłam przyciski. Posąg wielce przemiennym grymasem przedstawia średniowiecznego czarodzieja Grzegorza Przymilnego. Słynął on z wynalezienia olejku obłudy Grzegorza, eliksiru sprawiającego, że pijąca osoba uznawała osobę, która podarowała jej ten eliksir za jej najlepszego przyjaciela. Rzeczywiście obłudne. O, sorki.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Potem ściągnę tą kartkę. Jak to cię odłożyć w tym brakującym miejscu?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
My older brother's got all sorts of information.
Nie tam. Dobra, gdzie ona jest? A, tam.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting. You did? How?
No dobra, nie bądźmy gniedami.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose.
Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
O co w tym chodzi? Okej. Dziękuję za oglądanie. Że dotrwaliście do samego końca. Poproszę o kciuk w górę. Subskrybujcie, jeśli chcecie, chociaż byłoby bardzo miło. Zostawcie coś po sobie. No i widzimy się w następnym odcinku. No to pa!